Hi everybody, this is Bea from Beaquilter. I'm gonna try something new and start doing EQ8 tutorials on video now instead of my screenshots and printed tutorials that I have on my blog. Anyway, EQ8 is completely different, I think, than EQ6 or 7. The jump from EQ6 to 7 is not as big as the jump to EQ8. EQ8 is completely different. It's very visual. I think it's very user-friendly. With me, I've had EQ6 and 7 for 5 years, so I know where the buttons used to be, and it's just a little training myself to figure out the new layout. But it's a great, I don't know, I wouldn't say it's simplified, but you'll have to see. So I wanted to see here, show you a little bit about it. Right here, when you open up EQ8, you'll see beginning, if you want to draw blocks or design a quilt, or I want to start doing a quilt here. You have the optional layouts up here, the quilt styles, I should say, sorry, up here instead of doing the pop-up box that EQ6 and 7 had. So here we'll do the regular horizontal. Then you have the layout, and I'll say, okay, I'll do 5 by 7 blocks. I like to keep the same width and height, and then you can drag your bar up and down. You can also click right next to it, and it'll go up in 1/4 inch increments. Right now, I'll leave the border alone to show you design. It automatically has 10 blocks in here, and you can set them. I'll press down Alt, do every other one. You can also work on a block over here, top right. You can do your own thing. You can do applique pieced, or you can import them. Open the library and then look at different blocks. Since I started with a 9 patch, I'm going to do another 9 patch style. Let's see here. This one I liked. We'll add it to Sketchbook. Very easy. And then here we open it, project open, and there it is. I'll just edit it, and I can then go in and pick the lines, maybe erase some by clicking on it, hitting that delete button. Then I'll go up. Everything is in tabs. See this little fabric preview box? When you open it up the first time, it's actually only showing this. It has a great new color palette, by the way. That's much nicer than the default one. This one was a download a while ago on Electric Quilt's website, and I remember downloading it and playing with the fabrics. But anyway, here you can do the fabric preview, so it pops up, so you have a big preview here. So here it's much nicer to see exactly what the fabric looks like. So let's say we want to do maybe a light blue. Maybe I'll do this one, light blue as well. You know me, I like blues. And then I'll go, let's do a dark blue. Go in here and do that. I'll add it to the sketchbook. The first time you add anything to the sketchbook, it'll ask you to save the project. So it's a good reminder. You then want to save it. I'll name it 9 patch. Oh, patch 3. Then you can then go back, and there's your little block. I'll insert it right here. Now it has the fabric tool as well here. I'll use my little eyedropper. Maybe I want to select that, and then I'll color all these in. I don't know, I'm just doing random. Maybe I want to color here. And there you go. So now I have a pretty simple quilt. I want to maybe print. First I want to print the yardage. And it selects default. I have 40 to 42 inches. What I really like is a fun add-on or option with EQ8 here is I can select fat quarters. So then if I preview it, it will show that I need 5 fat quarters of the dark blue, 7 of the light, and 4 of the medium. And it also shows the number of patches. The upgrade that was recently with EQ7 was that it prints out also the name of the fabrics and the SKU numbers. That's great for if you're designing quilts and writing patterns for it. Then you know exactly what the name is that you need from the fabric company, fabric manufacturer. Let's see what else I can do. Another one is if you print this, then you can do rotary cutting. It now has the rotary cutting instructions darker right here and light gray, so it shows it much nicer. One thing that I think is great too, oh yeah, and up here you can edit the name and you can name it whatever you want and it'll print it. Foundation papers are now in color. And here, instead of hitting a move button up here, you just drag your shape right away. It'll move it. Let's see, move this up. And just like the previous versions, even if it shows 4 pages right here, if you leave this blank, it won't print them. It'll only print the 2 pages. I'll show it right here. Again, the fabrics are great. This was just a little preview, I think, of EQ8. I'll come up with more. I'm trying to figure out how to do these video tutorials and editing, so I'm still learning with that. So I'll get better too. Anyway, thanks for watching.